Hi MSA, happy Fall Fest. Today for your art activity, you're gonna be creating these cute little gourds or pumpkins. There's gonna be various colors and you're just gonna get what you get and you're not gonna get upset. And just a reminder, gourds and pumpkins come in many beautiful shades and colors, so whatever color you get is totally fine. And then at the end, if you have extra time, you can add designs and texture to your pumpkin. So to start out, you're gonna get 2 pieces of paper. They can be 2 different shades of orange, one can be yellow and green. You're just gonna pick 2 sheets of paper at your table, but you do wanna make sure you're picking 2 pieces of paper that are the same height. So they line up pretty closely. If they're a little bit different, that's okay. So at your table, you'll have scissors, tape, a stapler, and markers. You'll have to share the tape, the stapler, and markers with people at your table. So the first step is you're gonna line up your paper as closely as possible. Again, if it's a little bit off, that's okay. So I'm gonna take 1 piece of tape or 2 small ones and I'm gonna tape mine together. Do not use too much tape because that's just wasteful. Pause the video and tape your paper together. Next thing you're gonna do is draw 2 dots next to the tape in the middle of the paper, 2 dots. Then at the top of the paper on each side of the tape, you're gonna draw 2 lines. So it's almost gonna look like a smiley face, but you're not gonna draw a smiley face. This is just for us to help us with our folding. The next step is we're gonna take the end of one of our papers and we're gonna try and fold it in as carefully as we can to the center. So what I like to do is I like to keep the side I'm folding loose, line it up, take one hand, hold it down really tight, and then push it out to fold it. Push it out, up, down. I'm gonna do that again on the other side. So I'm gonna take this in, I'm gonna hold it, match it up. I'm not folding it yet. Then I'm gonna hold it, push it out, up, down. That's how I get nice, neat creases. So you're gonna pause the video and fold both of your sides into the tape line. Now you're gonna take the edges you just folded in and you're gonna fold them back and line them up with this side. So you're gonna be able to see the dot you just made. So I'm gonna hold it here with one hand, make sure it's nice and lined up, then I fold it. So I'm gonna do that on this side. I'm gonna take this edge so I can see the dot now. I'm gonna line it up, hold it, then fold it. Pause the video and fold it back out to the edge. Side note, when the teacher is unpausing the video, you should drop your paper and watch the next step. Do not try to complete the next step with me. We will pause the video and give you time to complete it. But if you're not watching what I'm doing in the video, you're gonna get confused and lost. So when the teacher unpauses the video, you stop what you're doing and track the board. So now that we are on to the next step, you are stopping what you're doing and you're tracking the board. So now I'm gonna flip my paper over so I can't see the dot sign. The dot side. Mine went through a little bit, but I know that this isn't the dot side. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in to where the papers meet. So I'm gonna fold it in, hold it down, fold it. I'm gonna do that to the other side. I'm gonna take this side, fold it in, hold it down, and then crease the paper. Pause the video and fold those sides in. Now you're gonna find one of these strips of green paper and you are going to cut out a stem. Usually stems are thicker at the bottom and they get thinner at the top. Then you are going to write your name on it. If you like it, then you should have put your name on it. That's right. We're gonna use these gourds as decoration for our Feast of Gratitude when your families come in. So if you want it back after that, you better put your name on it. Pause the video, cut out a stem, and put your name on it. Now I have my stem and my paper. I'm gonna fold it up so it's a nice and neat little booklet. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna actually fold everything in half one time. This one's gonna be a little bit harder to fold because the paper is getting thicker. If you want, you can take a marker to help you press it down. Pause the video and fold it in half. Now you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna open it up a little bit, and you want the two ends facing down and the dot side facing away from you. So the dot side is facing away from me and the ends are pointing down. Do that now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ends, I'm gonna fold them, and I'm gonna reveal the dot side. So I'm gonna show you that one more time. My ends are facing down, I'm gonna fold it in and reveal the dot side. Pause the video and do that now. Now that I have my dots showing, I'm gonna make it so the dots are on top of each other. Now I'm gonna take my stem and right in the middle where that fold is, I'm gonna tape it down right in the middle, right above that dot. I'm gonna tape it down. Try to make it so that your name is showing. If it's covered up a little bit, that's okay, but do your best to make sure your name is showing. So pause the video and tape your stem onto your pumpkin. Now I'm gonna close it back up. So everyone pause the video and close your pumpkin back up so you cannot see the dots anymore. Now you're gonna have to take turns with this, but you're gonna take your stapler and you are going to stick it in your pumpkin in the stapler, right where that lines up. You're gonna try to put the staples right on that fold, one at the top, just like that, and then move it down a little bit, another one at the bottom. 2 staples. If you need help from an adult, you can ask them for help. If you're not being safe with a stapler, an adult will do it for you. Pause the video and put 2 staples in. Now that you have your staples in, we're gonna fold it back up like a little book, and we're gonna cut the edges to make it look like the shape of a pumpkin. You don't wanna cut off the whole entire top or bottom. We want some of those parts to stay intact. So I'm gonna take one corner and cut it off, round it to make it look like a pumpkin. I'm gonna take another corner, round it off, and then I'm gonna take my last corner and round it off. Obviously we can't cut this corner because there's a stem there. So cut each corner off to make it look like a pumpkin. Pause the video. Before we start the next step, I want you to make sure that you're doing your best to collect all your scraps and put them in the scrap bin located at your table. Pause the video and clean up your scraps. So now you can see here, this is where I put my staples in. So I'm gonna take this top piece of paper and this top piece of paper. I'm gonna pinch them together, and then I'm gonna put a piece of tape to hold them together. So these 2 sides are connected now. Now I'm gonna do it to this side. So I'm gonna go to the other side where I see the back of the staple. I'm gonna take the top piece of paper and the top piece of paper. I'm gonna pinch them together and tape them. Then I can start spreading out my other pieces of paper, and I made my cute, adorable little gourd that we can use for table decor for our Feast of Gratitude. Pause the video and tape those 2 ends together. If you have extra time, you can take some markers and add some texture, some patterns, even write some fun words for the Feast of Gratitude hidden in your pumpkin. Maybe write some things that you're grateful for. So you can decorate your little gourd and make it your very own. I can't wait to see all of these put together on a table. They're gonna look so great. Have a wonderful rest of your Fall Fest. Bye.